This episode was brought to you by our generous patrons. Want to vote on the next game we play? Consider becoming a patron. And we are back.
With a little more fire in our bellies. Well, actually, I'm kind of hungry, so never mind. I take that back.
I get fire in my heart. I'm passionate.
Yeah, but we were just talking about animation stuff and dubbing. A lot of the reason why those... Like, someone broke it down for Kingdom Hearts. I forget what video it was. But they're like, yeah, they're trying to match, and they don't change for the American dub. They don't re-change it up.
Mm-hmm.
Just, yeah, the voice directing in 10 isn't great. I give it a pass because it's like, it's not... I've had much worse voice acting in video games.
Yes, it just feels like the voice actors are stilted.
Oh, no, 100%.
And when you know that the voice actors are good, it's like, all right, well, somebody, whoever's job it was, goofed it up.
Yeah. I mean, James Arnold Taylor has gone on multiple times to be like, it was supposed to be voice acted bad for the, like, laughing scene. So whenever people bring that argument
I was talking about in general.
No, in general,
a lot of
yes. It feels very dated.
Did I run past
you can go back to the...
Dang it.
Yeah, you can go back to the old Kingdom Hearts, feels the same way, but that's the problem I had with Kingdom Hearts 3 as well. Like, it still feels disjointed because they are still not...
If they're doing it to try and match, then that's
they're not changing it up to fit the different audience, and that's laziness on their part, or a lack of caring for their wider audience.
That's their thing, and they like it, which feels weird. I
think that's because they just don't understand, like, that the pacing is bad. Like, it comes down to pacing, more so than anything. And 10 was so new and revolutionary at the time. It's like, okay, this gets a pass. And you see by the time they get to Final Fantasy 12, where the voice acting is much more fluid, much more seamless, and it makes way more sense. And 15 and 13, well, 13 still kind of stilted because Tetsuya Nomura was involved. I believe he's the main cause. I don't know.
Really?
Every time there's stilted dialogue, it's like, he was in charge of 10. He was in charge of 13.
There's a wagon.
12 went really well and wasn't as tilted. And anyone says Bosch von Rontsburg of Dalmasca, get out of here.
I don't know what that means.
It's a meme.
You just word puked at me.
It's the laughing scene of 12.
Pass through this fancy vortex.
Yeah.
It'll take you back to the artisan home.
This voice says return home.
But first, let me tell you a story.
No thanks.
See ya.
Hell yeah, that's my trend. That's my trend.
This is your pro tag right here.
Basically, the Bosch von Ronsenberg is like there's only 3 dialogue lines, but you have to repeat them for about like 20 minutes as you're going through town.
Okay.
So it's one of the meme things. Well, that's still, it's like...
Was it kind of like the Heavy Rain thing where it was like, Jason?
We did that at Comic-Con one year when we were trying to find our friend. Anytime we were trying to like locate
and his name is
in our
Jason.
Party. No, not that Jason. I didn't know Jason at that time.
Okay, I was like, wait, you're talking about Jason? Okay.
This is about 2010. It was me, my 3 brothers, and our friend at the time.
Fuck you, homie.
I don't know.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Anyways, another friend of mine, whenever we get lost at Comic-Con, we couldn't find anybody.
Whoa.
My younger brother was 17. I think he was only like 16, 15 at the time, and we took him to go to Comic-Con. I was 24,
can't break this yet,
25.
Got it.
And yeah, anytime one of us got lost, we'd go, Jason?
Watch the dragonfly, Spyro.
The game had only, I think Heavy Rain had been out for like 6 months at that time.
When he eats butterflies, he stays strong.
Yeah,
like
no mustache before. How do you get a dragon mustache?
Yeah.
I want
the hell,
one.
you don't grow hair. Whoa.
I mean,
okay, so
then again,
I need to
like Japanese dragons have those long, spindly whiskers.
Those are more like whisker things, yeah.
So why not have a mustache?
So my dragonfly changes color based on how strong it is, which I imagine is my health.
Yeah, I think so.
I thought he was going to tell me something about how to...
Open that. You need an ability, or you need
I don't think I've engaged with like a platinum one yet.
No, you need some kind of object to open them.
I wonder if I can like superpower my dragonfly and that'll give me like better fire or something.
Since we didn't play these, like I don't know.
A lot of people are going to be like, oh, how do you it's simple. God, how do you look up a walkthrough, look at blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, we're coming in here blind.
Yeah.
And a lot of it's going to be collectathons, so it's like, oh, wow, the gem. We found another gem.
I literally don't even know what the objective is other than freeing all the dragons.
Free all the dragons.
I don't know how
fight
you
Gamork or whatever his name is.
Yeah, you fight Gamork. That's it. That's all I know. At least when it was Banjo-Kazooie, I had a straightforward path where it's like, oh, you literally go up. Oh, you broke one.
Yeah, but
oh, that was different.
These are silver. I think the other one down there is like platinum or something.
Okay.
Because these, like, even close up, they just break by me tapping. The other one I tried to full charge into and it didn't work.
Okay.
Banjo-Kazooie, was it just me or was she unnecessarily sexy?
When you free
like
a
the
dragon,
witch.
Oh, Gruntilda? Yeah.
That's
only after she sold Tootie, or is it? I think it was either Cootie or Tootie.
Not that you
Tootie.
were running
Tootie.
into trouble.
Yeah,
so.
Tootie's youth. I mean,
10 dragons.
Rare was known for their adult humor. They make Hunker's Bad Fur Day.
Absolutely.
As
there was somebody posted.
Despite what people think, games and cartoons are made by adults.
No, they're made by programs that we program in an AI that makes for children stuff.
Yeah.
Adults just program the art in there.
It's always been my philosophy. It's like, yeah, we just make it acceptable for kids. We just, we make subversive humor instead.
Yeah, well, Shrek and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
not Shrek wasn't the first one or anything, but I mean, like, you
honestly,
get the
I find
iteration
subversive humor sometimes to be honestly more funny than the people that just blatantly say it. Because
well, it's also it's on a different level too.
Yeah, it hits on a different
You're
level.
sitting there and you're like, oh, okay, you're funny on multiple accounts. You could be funny for children. You could be funny for adults.
My favorite thing too is some people think Looney Tunes were made for kids.
No, absolutely not.
They were literally made for adults. That was their entire purpose. Cartoon's original intention was for adults.
I didn't go this way.
It just eventually became something that was widespread and kids really loved it too.
They had war propaganda and stuff to them. Like, you think they're selling that to kids? I don't think so.
Cartoons were literally made for adults.
Eventually they became that way, but like you have what is that not specifically God, what is that cat?
Felix the cat?
No.
Oh no.
You know which
Ralph
one I'm talking
Bakshti's
about.
cat.
Yeah,
Fritz
Ralph Bakshti's cat. Yeah. What the hell is it?
Fritz. Fritz the cat.
Bakshi?
Like Basky or something like
I think
that.
it's Bakshi or something like that. Anyway, yeah. It's very not for kids.
No. He specifically wanted to like buck the trend of like not being able to make cartoons for adults because so much of Disney and everything in the 70s and 80s was just like, nope, kids is only for animation. Animation for kids. That's it. That's the only way.
Kids all day. Kids.
So he's like, oh cool, I'm gonna make a indie film where it's literally just it's for adults. It's got strippers, drug use, and
Saber Spark did a really good closer look at Bakshi's if we're saying that
I
right.
can't
Apologies
say
if not.
I'm a fan of their work, but I respect not Saber Spark. I was saying Bakshi.
Yeah, okay.
I respect like the fact that he did break ground and show that like, hey, to remind people, it's like animations.
It takes iterations of all sorts of animation to complete the whole sphere of it. So
it's an art form, it's a form of art. It's not a genre. Like something that Brad Bird is, who directed The Incredibles and Iron Giant, has done on multiple
bad for
occasions.
killing that guy.
Head into that world. Animation's not a genre.
I have the 10 out of 10 dragons
form.
I need, but I actually don't remember where I got to go for the dragon.
It's like any form of paint, acrylic paint. You can paint anything with it, just like animation. You can animate anything with it. It's not just one thing. You can't film. Film is a medium. You can shoot anything. You can shoot a kid's film. You can shoot kicking and screaming, and you can also shoot Wise Guys or what's another Will Ferrell movie?
You're talking about Step Brothers,
or Step Brothers, where it's like clearly for adults, whereas kicking and screaming, still a funny movie, but it's a kid's movie.
Wow, this area is vastly different than the others. Floggy Flogs. Okay, so it seems like. Oh, shit.
But yeah, Ralph Bakshi, very much in the history of animation, of course. Same with Don Bluth.
Yeah.
Like, I don't love a lot of Don Bluth films. I pretty much only like 2. I think their studio over animates too much.
Wait, would you say the same for a Ghibli film?
No, I think the pacing of animation is a little bit better for Ghibli films, honestly.
You know what? I'm just gonna
like. Ghibli is also known for like doing very smooth animation, but they don't over animate. They still have still moments. Too often in animation, I find that people are afraid to hold on keyframes a lot of the time and over animate, and a lot of the a lot of the animation, especially by Don Bluth Studios, was a lot of flexing, and I feel like sometimes they over-animate. I think Secret of NIMH is easily their best movie.
Okay.
I think Rock-a-Doodle-Doo is fun.
I love Rock-a-Doodle.
It's not bad. It's a design choice.
I agree.
It's
absolutely. I love it for its nostalgia. I don't know if I'd love it today.
I wasn't sure
if I
you'd
was
escape those annoying
if I was shown it today.
Of course they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Their
Each
metal
one has its
armor
own
is fireproof.
personality and
Yeah,
design.
its own personality
Yeah.
and characteristics.
Take care
It's
of
awesome.
them.
Nicholas and the team definitely spent some time to like really, like they always had that personality in the first game, but they really are accentuating the animators.
I feel like they
and whatnot.
landed it. None of these feel like they're something that they shouldn't be. You know?
No, for sure. Everything feels like, hey, this feels like Spyro. It's what you remember. It's not what it looks like.
Somebody's gonna say, "Why didn't you, Chris, notice?" And you guys noticed that the dragonfly was blue. I did. I understand how it works.
Oh yeah.
It was blue there for a second until I needed to heal it. Yeah, no, I totally get it, guys. Like, I don't need to verbalize everything. This is an old PlayStation game. Like, come on, it doesn't have the deepest of depths.
Yeah, it was one of. It's not Insomniac's first game, but it's up there.
I hit the wrong button to strafe.
But yeah, this is back when Insomniac and Naughty Dog were still in the same building. That's why you would see a lot of cross-promotional stuff in their games for each other.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because of their building?
Well, they were on the same floor, I believe. They were like in the same building, working like right next to each other.
Wow.
For Universal Studios, which is why eventually they don't own these products anymore. Like Activision owns these because Activision eventually bought Universal Games, which owned the rights to Spyro and Crash Bandicoot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was more of I don't like a co-op or
Kind of, yeah.
It's
It's before like Naughty Dog got like purchased by Sony.
Okay.
So they eventually got bought up by Sony. Now Insomniac is owned by Sony too, which just kind of makes sense. Like they've always made Sony franchise and Sony properties. They're so closely tied with it.
The charge mechanic's kind of wonk.
Yeah, it's kind of.
It's kind of weird to do it on the joystick. But
for example, like in Ratchet and Clank games, sometimes there'll be pictures of Jack.
Oh, come on!
There'll be references to Jack and Daxter in the game, like they'll be on a poster board. I think in Jak 2 on one of the city billboards, you see what is it? Like there's a picture of Ratchet and Clank hanging out or something like that. So there's little Easter eggs.
So a lot of these I never played, so I wasn't aware of a lot of this stuff.
I mean, I've watched a lot of different like video game documentaries on those two studios.
I played a little bit of Crash.
Yeah.
I only played like an hour's worth of Spyro. Like I've already surpassed how far I got into Spyro when I played as a kid.
Like this
Me
Nork
too.
with the club cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
I like how you tell me that after I've already done it. I see if you have to run past them, you absolutely can.
Yeah.
Turn home. I don't think so yet.
They definitely these games get better and better from what people have said as time goes on. Not that this is bad.
No, it's it's more basic.
There was a lot of like tech stuff too that was in the first Spyro that I believe was like top of the line. Insomniac was really pushing I think the draw distance in this game was really renowned.
I'm feeling a
back
lot
in
of
the
mechanics.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel like any other game that I can think of for its mechanics.
I think the reason why this game didn't really hook me is it just feels like there's no goal, even though there is a goal.
There's a goal, but it's simplified. I almost feel like it's a point of concept more than anything.
Yeah.
Not to say like
not
it's a
to
bad
knock
game
it or say that it's bad, but Mario.
It does feel like a mechanics exhibit.
Yeah. Some might say, well, it's like the paintings in Mario. There was something about the fact that the doors had numbers on it in Mario.
That's another thing too. Like, what's Mario's thing? Say the princess. That's simple too.
No, it is.
It absolutely is.
There was something
We're not
about
saying this
like
as a negative, guys.
Mario kind of like made sense. Even Mario didn't play for very long, but Mario was like, oh, get this amount of stars, you unlock the next area, keep on progressing until you get to that next part.
Yeah.
Whereas this one feels like, hey, just kind of explore and go into new worlds.
Open world explore, collectathon style.
I think part of it too that helped Mario was whenever you went into the level, it told you, this is what your goal is. Go defeat King Bob-omb on the top of the hill.
That's right. Fire.
Collect all the red coins. There was always an objective you were given that you're like, okay, I know what to do. Whereas this was like open world gaming before.
This is more
open
find your
world.
fun.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing. But I think, like I said before, the main thing that came with a lot of this was, oh, I don't really play the PlayStation that much because my brother's hogging it. I guess I'll go play Super Nintendo.
Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the action button
all the
when you
dragons
want to
male?
zoom in and look around.
No, there's some female ones.
Did I?
But so far,
have
I
the
believe
last
they're all-
13 been male?
I think the majority have all been male, though. There are some female dragons, I believe.
Where's the action button?
And there's more characters that pop up as, you know.
Yeah,
age
of
progress.
course. There's probably like 100
But,
dragons or something. Let me figure
let's
out what happens
load
when
in
I fall in the water.
No, just get put right back
Okay.
there.
What's the
Get that
action button? There. Okay, so the action button is like a charge.
Right.
Down. Yeah. Okay. I was hoping there would be like a
I'll get that
ground
gem to the
pound.
left.
Yeah, I see him. I was hoping there'd be a ground pound or something I could play with.
You get more moves later on. I think you get to play as different characters in the third one, too.
Is there a ground pound? Is there? No, it's just
it's
everything's kind of forward dive.
I think you literally have all your moves at the beginning of this game, just maybe get stronger later. That allows you to break those
I think there's
things.
like a stronger flame or a stronger
Yeah.
charge for the chests, but I don't
Don't know.
I would imagine because I can't seem to open that chest.
Beautiful game, though, but we'll
That-
have to come back to this.
Yeah, that
next time.
platinum one. Yeah, we'll see you guys later. Beep, bop, boom.
Yeah, they really did a nice job of reimagining this world.
I'll keep doing a little bit of exploring, not to the point of exploring, but
Yeah.
like to find the next spot.
Did you get that chest up there?
That one was not openable. That golden one, or it's
Oh,
like
you have the key now, so
glowing
don't
ball.
go
Oh
to
yeah,
it
you're
yet.
right. Yeah. We'll get up to it for next time.